and it's going to be to number 21. That will be Darian Daly, and he got it up to about the 40-yard line, but it's going to be short of a first down by about 2 yards.
That was a fantastic job of scrambling and making something happen there. And they came up just a couple of yards short, but they almost converted that, Joe.
Carson Jenkins from his cornerback position, they were playing a zone that time, and they had rotated to the left-hand side. However, whenever Laster came to the left-hand side, he came up and forced him to throw it. They did get a completion of about 10 yards, but it's too little too late. But here they go, 4th down and 2, and they're going for it on their own 40-yard line. Trying to draw Gate City off, looks like. They're in an unbalanced right set. They are going to snap it, and Laster's got the football, and he's going to go up. He's going to be stopped. He did not get that one. No gain, and Gate City with the first defensive play of the night that was, as they say, pretty nice.
Okay, so they had the ball on their own 41-yard line and went for it. Does that tell you that they have a lack of trust in their punting, or is it just desperation to try to get the win?
I think they're as you said, they're throwing out the kitchen sink tonight. They have nothing to lose. And here comes Gate City. Gate City will have the ball, 1st down and 10. Great field position. They're on the Lehigh 40-yard line. Lehigh in a 3, as they practice, they're about a 3-7 defense. Gate City in the T formation. They're going to give it to Calhoun. Calhoun's got some running room, and he's all the way down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 16 yards on the carry. And Gate City in business, already down almost to the red zone. He all the way to the 23-yard line. 1st and 10, Gate City, 9:50. And here come the Blue Devils. Blue Devils are still in that 3-back, the T formation. Split out to the right-hand side. Motion by Tomlinson goes right. They're going to give it to Calhoun, and he fumbles the football, but he does get back on it. The only thing stops Calhoun is this fumble, and because he had a huge hole to run through.
This is an interesting defensive set Lehigh's come out with. What's their design? What's the purpose of this? Only having three down linemen, but then 7 right behind them. What are they trying to prevent?
Motion goes to the right-hand side as Calhoun's got the football once again, and he's got running room. Give him 6. Yes, indeed. Gate City, touchdown. However, there is a penalty flag, came in late. Calhoun, he was untouched. However, there was a penalty flag come in from the far official on the Lehigh side, threw it all the way across the field. I don't know what the penalty was. As Calhoun.
Could be a hold, maybe? A defensive hold? Be an odd spot for one.
Personal foul against the Generals. So Gate City strikes early, 8:59, and from 23 yards out, Calhoun, there was nobody near him. What a hole. And looks like Reed is on to kick the extra point. Referee walked somebody off the field. I don't know if there was something said or what, but he walked a Lehigh player off to their sideline, and a new player has just come back in. That'd be number 10, Hunter Howard, onto the field for Lehigh. So I don't know exactly what happened there. As the snap, kick is up, and kick is good.
Plenty of leg on that one.
Looked great. Actually hit a car in the parking lot. So 8:59 left. In the first quarter, 7-0, the Blue Devils picking up again where they left off. Lehigh, first drive of the night, they went for it on 4th down on their own 40, got nothing, and Calhoun was untouched. You know, Chris, that radar defense for Lehigh, I guess they're just trying to throw something at them that they've not seen, mixing up the blocking assignments.
Well, but it seems to me by doing that, though, they're automatically giving Gate City 5 yards because that's back where the 7 are playing.
And I know that I've seen that. I've coached against that, but we had the thing that about us was our speed. They were trying to corral the speed and the big play. They didn't want to give up the big play. However, you know,
Well, Gate City's bread and butter this year has not really been the big plays. It's just running the ball down your throat.
And Calhoun did that right there and did it well. Again, he's already at 40 yards rushing for the night. So they're going to kick off, looks like, from the 45-yard line.
So that's only a 5-yard penalty?
Haven't seen many unsportsmanlikes that are 5 yards. I think the officials are trying to figure it out themselves, because they're talking about the same thing.
Yeah, there they go. They're moving it at 15. So at this point, Joe, why not go for an onside kick?
Exactly. Try to do what you can early.
Because worst case happens, Lehigh is going to get the ball about where they had it last time.
Or you kick it to Daly once again and let him try to run out of bounds. All right, so 8:59 left. Ball is spotted on the Lehigh 45 as Blanton will kick off, and he will get it down to about the 10-yard line, and Lehigh will try to return it from there, and he's going to get up to about the 25, 26-yard line. That was returned by number 21, Darian Daly, and the Generals will start 1st and 10 from the 26.
Lehigh's taking their time right now, making sure they've got the place in that they want. Gate City is already lining up. They're ready to go.
Again, 1st and 10, Lehigh. 8:50 left first quarter. Blue Devils lead early, 7-0. Going in the power I formation this time with one split to the right-hand side. And they're going to give it to the deep back, and he gets nowhere. Nick Knappler absolutely had nowhere to go. Maybe 1 yard on the carry, stopped by that interior of the Blue Devils. That would be led by number 20, Tomlinson, as well as Luke Reed was in on that play. So 2nd down and about 9 yards. Lehigh comes up this time once again in the power I right formation. They've got a split to the right-hand side as well, and they're going to give it to the fullback this time as he goes up the middle, and he gets about maybe 3 powered up the middle there. That was number 44, Brennan Eli, as he will set him up for 3rd down and about 6 yards. 2nd, 3rd down opportunity of the night for Lehigh. Of course, they were 0 for 1 on the first time. Clock runs under 8 minutes. It's at 7:45 now. Blue Devils lead 7-0. Again, make sure you stay with us, folks, at halftime for the Campus Drive-In Halftime Show, scores and highlights from around the region, as well as a recap of the first half here. All right, so Lehigh comes out there in the shotgun formation, and Gate City is walking their linebackers up. They're going to blitz, and he's got it, tries to roll around, and he throws it incomplete. Laster trying to hit Justice Fannin, and there was too many rushers. Sally had him for a second. He rolled out and threw it incomplete. So Lehigh will punt. They are 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions tonight. Back deep for Gate City will be Carson Jenkins. Again, Jenkins last week took an 85-yarder all the way back to the house. Lehigh employs a wide-open punt formation. They've got 2 wide to left, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. And this one is going to go down to about the 40, rolls, and they're going to touch it about the 38-yard line. So Lehigh opens up with 2 3-and-outs, and Gate City has got the football back. They'll start on the 38. And Chris, you know, we've talked about field position. Last the first part of the season, we couldn't get the ball anywhere past the 20. We've got one already on the 40 of Lehigh, and this drive starts on the 38.
So far, so good. Let's see if Gate City does more of the same. I'd say go with Calhoun until they show they can stop him.
So, unbalanced right T formation again, as they're going to give it this time to Tomlinson. Tomlinson's got some speed, and he's got all the way down to about the 38 of Lehigh.
That'll work too.
So all of a sudden you pick up 14 yards for Tomlinson. Right now we're averaging about 17 yards per play. Great play there. They give it to Tomlinson. They faked it to Calhoun, and Gate City once again in business. They're in Lehigh territory. This time DeAndre Mack split to the left-hand side as the back in the T formation. And there's going to be a timeout on the field. Lehigh calls for time. We'll take it with them. 6:52 left in the first quarter. Gate City leads 7-0. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio. Over the last 11 years, Christina Kilgore-Wiggs has continued to demonstrate her vast knowledge of the local real estate market and strives to represent each of her clients with the value and respect they deserve. She is a trusted and well-respected real estate professional, and now she has joined a group who shares her vision of putting clients first. She is now with Conservis Real Estate Group and welcomes the opportunity to serve you and your family. Please call her today at 423-360-0092. That's 423-360-0092. Or go to christina.conservisrealestategroup.com for more information. All right, so we're back here live from Legion Field. 6:52 left in the first quarter. Gate City leads 7-0. Gate City comes out there in their T formation. 3 backs behind Luke Reed at quarterback. And he's going to throw it. He's going to throw the streak down to Mack. He's got the football. Yes, indeed. Touchdown, Big Blue. DeAndre Mack. Luke Reed. The connection. Touchdown, Blue Devils from 38 yards out. Chris, there wasn't anything, nothing shifty, just run a go route and let me throw it to you.
That basically was it. I'm not sure he even broke. I mean, he was just a straight line off the line of scrimmage, and the ball was there. Great pass, great catch, great execution.
The Blue Devils the last 2 weeks have shown the ability to now throw the football. That's getting people out of that 8 and 9 in the box, and it bodes well for the Blue Devils as they move ahead. All right, so it's 13-0, and on to kick is Luke Reed. Snap, kick, up, and it hits the crossbar but bounces out. No good for the Blue Devils. 6:42, the connection from Reed to DeAndre Mack from 38 yards out. And again, it's 13-0 now, Gate City. Chris, you got anything coming through yet?
Well, Rycove returned the kickoff for a touchdown, but a block in the back.
Oh.
Brings it back. They've got the ball right now on the Unaka 28. That's really about the only thing that's come through besides Gate City's 2 quick scores.
So Gate City leading the scoring parade tonight. Again, Gate City leads 13-0. Again, Michael Calhoun scored that first one from about 23 yards out, and then the big play right there with DeAndre Mack. The ability to throw the football, which has let the Blue Devils down in a few games this year, but again, the last couple weeks, they've really looked strong.
Oh, Rycove did go ahead and score, though. They lead Unaka now 8-0.
And looks like another score to come through. That'd be Bluefield is up 7-0 on Tazewell early that game. 8:47 left in the first quarter. All right, so Bland will kick off from the 40. Again, Gate City still going left to right on your radio dial as the kick is up, and he's got it down to about the 16-yard line, and it's going to be returned from there. It's going to go up to the 25 and tackle. Great open field tackle. That's going to be by Fleming.
I'm starting to see why they just made a beeline for this out of bounds line.
Ethan Fleming, what a special team player he's turned out to be. Again, that return was by Nick Napler, and Lehigh starts on the 23-yard line. First down and 10. Again, 2 3-and-outs for the Generals so far. Gate City has scored 2 touchdowns, and we're at 13-0.
Grundy leads J.I. Burton 7-6.
Lehigh in the shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. And they're going to give it up the middle, and he's going to go nowhere. That was, again, Napier, number 12, got maybe about 3 inches. Give him 4 maybe. That's second down and 10. Chris, Lehigh at this point looks like they have no answer for Gate City, especially up front.
They don't. They're going to have to try something because just handing it off and running it up the middle is not getting the job done.
I mean, you take a look at Davidson, you look at Calhoun and Sally. They